Except for James over at the farmhouse. I used to trade it to him for herbs and stuff.
Do you see James a lot?
No, not really. Well, she's talented. She was full of life, you know?
Oh, just Kate being Kate. You know, a bit wild.
Wild? What way wild? I wonder whose mask this is, Atlas or Ryan's? You're married to Ryan, one of the Atlas leaders, yes?
I suppose I am, yes.
Ryan!
Yes?
Detective Inspector Jenks, I'm conducting an investigation in the area. Can you tell me about this?
Yes, I like to have a glass of port or two after a long day, and benefits of being married to the landlady.
How did she seem that night?
The landlady?
Kate.
Oh, Kate.
If I did, this... If I did this, would it mean anything? If I did this, would that mean anything to... If I did that. If I did this, would that mean anything to you? If I did this, would it mean anything to you? Know anything about a broken window at the pub?
Don't go to the pub.
You've never been to the pub.
Didn't say that.
What do you know about Liam?
Liam?
Local lad. Took his wife.
Oh, that Liam!
And we tell our students that if they rid themselves of these evils, then they're free to realize their full potential.
Who came up with all this?
I have a background in psychology.
Honestly? Ryan, you've just told me all about the moon symbols on the mask, then you're claiming you don't know anything about the symbols on the flyer. It's all the same thing.
Oh, actually, yes. Sorry, yes, yes, I do remember that.
Oh, I thought all this was dealt with, Inspector. You do know that Kate Lyne was a gherkin short of a Big Mac. You do now.
What do you know about this?
Looks like a mask. The objective of the course is to free people from bondage. We teach that most people are crippled.
You made them.
Oh, Ryan can't make anything. He's practically dyspraxic.
What can you tell me about doll burning at Atlas?
Not very much. It's one of Ryan's ideas. My son is under the illusion that he's a genius.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
Ryan? Ryan couldn't get a tune out of a radio. He's tone deaf.
Okay, so he's never tried to go professional.
If he did try, it was never gonna happen.
When did Ryan begin to suffer from arthritis?
Ryan doesn't suffer from arthritis.
Really?
The only thing that Ryan suffers from is a pathetic inability to deal with any kind of discomfort. He pulled his back sometime last year. Since then, he's going around telling everybody he suffers from arthritis.
I thought he had medication for it.
Oh, he only has medication because his GP, who is almost as dysfunctional as he is, keeps prescribing it for him.
So you don't believe he really has arthritis?
Not at all.
Does Ryan play the guitar?
He tries. He does keep wasting money on them, though. I think he believes if he buys the right one, he'll suddenly turn into Jimi Hendrix. Sad, really. I just let him play in his room. As long as he plays in there, I don't mind.
Do you believe that's a good thing? Destroying your past?
Of course it's a good thing, Inspector. We're all shackled to our past, particularly you by the sound of it. Perhaps we should make a doll of you, Inspector, and burn that. What do you think?
No, thank you.
You're probably right. I'm not sure it would do any good anyway.
Do you know what this is?
Well, I think it's a bag. Is it a bag, Inspector? What it does, it helps them to detach themselves, become somebody new, pretend, you know, that kind of thing. It's surprising what a little bit of cross-dressing can do for you, Inspector. You should try it. I'm not entirely sure, Inspector. I mean, she took a dislike to the course for some particular reason. I couldn't quite put my finger on it. And she asked for a refund. I declined. And she decided to spray her disapproval all over my car.
Odd thing. Well, I heard that you're familiar with Atlas, Steve. Did you respond?
I don't get into relationships with students, Inspector. Company policy. It's not professional. Yet I have an embarrassing weakness for attractive women.
Tell him about Simon. You know what happens when he don't do as I say.
So it's going to be that kind of evening, is it?
Here's your favourite cards, right?
Well, I take a lot from life, Inspector. And sometimes life likes to give you a little bit back. I mean, it's not too bad, it's not too debilitating. It's mainly some in my right hand, some in my left hand. It's not particularly a problem. Makes it difficult to hold small things, though.
Welcome to the Mirror Room. This exercise is all about identifying the difference between the image one presents to the world and one's real self, which lies deep in our unconscious.
What do you do with the mirrors?
You look at yourself, Inspector. You look at yourself.
Room used on the course, then?
It's a meditation room where the students can reflect on themselves, literally.
So you didn't know the combination to the locked mirror room? No. Except you'd written it down, hadn't you? This is the combination to the mirror room, Simon.
Thought, you were supposed to be good at working things out, Inspector Jenks.
And so this would be for Atlas, would it? Kyle? Know anyone in the running to be prime candidate?
What, like Simon? I don't think they fit Simon, to be honest.
You think Ryan was interested romantically in Kate?
I know he has a weakness for blondes, but I didn't think it had gone so far as his offering them cash.
Intended for Kate, it fell out of your car. Know anything about poppy pods? Come across anyone selling them or anything?
Poppy pods. Well, don't tell anyone, Inspector, but I hear that you can make opium out of those. Why do you ask?
Doesn't matter. Now, tell me what a prime candidate is.
You're learning a lot, aren't you, Inspector?
What the hell? Scotland Yard, not hell. Hello, Ryan.
Hello, Inspector. What are you doing here?
Inspecting. So, come on. Let's have it.
I don't think you'd understand, Inspector. The best thing that you can do is turn around, go away, and leave us to it.
Knife.
What?
That knife gives me a perfect right to stick my nose in, investigate, and interfere.
This is all part of the Atlas course. It's a physical endurance exercise.
Terror?
It's an extremely evocative tool.
Well, it's a good job you're not in charge of the national curriculum.